लगता है
वाह।
हम चलते हैं। आगे का मुझे नहीं आता, तुम ही गा
जो
देना, ठीक है।
रास्ते वही मिलते
मिलते
हैं।
हैं।
जीटीएस से देख रही हूँ, मेरे साथ एकदम सिंपली ऑसम लोग जुड़े हुए हैं यहाँ पर। एंड अपकमिंग फिल्म चिड़ियाखाना, जिसका ट्रेलर आप सब पसंद कर रहे हैं, आज मेरे साथ उसका कास्ट और डायरेक्टर है। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, वार्म वेलकम टू ऑसम टीवी।
Thank you, Awesome TV.
You have this incredible cast. So how did you get that together?
When I was writing the script, there is a set of very young actors who I had to cast. But for the older ones, I already knew who I would be approaching to because I had worked with them in my last film, Astha. So that's why I came to Ravi, Kishan, Prashant, and Rajeshwari ji. And they were very happy, and I was very grateful that they all said yes. And it was a much longer process to get the younger cast in place. And there was a casting director who sort of pointed me in the direction of Rithvik. And I had seen his even younger films, that being Ferrari, and the film that didn't see the light of day called Gauru. A good friend of mine, Ram, had directed that film. But what impressed me was that even as someone who does not have many dialogues, he was having such an interior world. So he was perfect. And the challenge there was that if he would be able to play that football that was written in the script. So he assured me that I know I love football, and I didn't go by that. We had nearly a month and a half of training, and what a wonderful footballer he turned out to be. So wonderful casting that way. And similarly, Avneet was casted, Jayesh was casted, Jayesh Kardak agreed.
Yeah, now I want to ask the actors, of course, what was that one element which made you all say yes to this film?
See, it is important that when you read a script, you have to see yourself, and the kind of casting that Manish had already mentioned to me, I could see the entire film very clearly in front of my eyes. So apart from me, the fact that Raj was playing Rithvik's mom, Rithvik was playing Suraj, Ravi was playing this, and Namdev, everybody in the film. When I'm reading a script, I could see all these people very clearly in the film. So then when you see things very clearly, especially when you see yourself doing this kind of a part very clearly, then you know that at some level the director has already managed to create a world with just the right casting in place. So I just felt that that it would be very nice to give a shot at playing a role which is like this, which is so different from all of the roles that I've done, and I'm very happy to be a part of this film.
What about you?
What sold it to me was the football part, क्योंकि मुझे फुटबॉल बहुत पसंद था बचपन से ही, और मैं हमेशा से चाहता था, मैं बहुत फुटबॉल की फिल्म्स भी बहुत देखता था। मैं हमेशा से, ये नहीं होता कि आप कोई पिक्चर देखते हो सोचते हो कि यार काश मुझे ऐसा कुछ करने को मिले, या कितना मजा आएगा ऐसा कुछ करने में। एंड व्हेन दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी केम माय वे, मैंने बस ठान लिया था कि यार इसके लिए 100% देना है, कुछ भी करके बस ये मिल जाए। And people were kind and it happened. And फिर जब स्टोरी भी सुनी तो मुझे बहुत ही बढ़िया लगी। And then we started the workshops and got on floors, but that's what drew me towards the film.
मैंने पहले काम किया था मनीष के साथ. We had worked on a film called इरसक, और वो जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस था वो बहुत बेहतरीन था उनके साथ काम करने का। जब दोबारा उन्होंने कहा कि ये फिल्म है और साथ में साथी कलाकार ये हैं जो कि सब दोस्त हैं, तो बहुत जाहिर सी बात थी कि मैंने हाँ करना ही है। और फिर कहानी भी अच्छी थी और किरदार भी अच्छा था, तो ना करने की कोई गुंजाइश नहीं बची थी फिर।
और मनीष जी, मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगी दैट शूटिंग के लिए कितना टाइम लगा और कहाँ शूट हुई है फिल्म?
पूरी फिल्म मुंबई में शूट हुई। It was important that we shoot the film more or less in one schedule. करीब 40 दिन की शूट थी, और मुंबई में जगह from Parel Chawls to BMC School in Goregaon, BMC School and Parel Chawl में negotiate हम लोग आएंगे और आपके लाइव पॉपुलेशन के साथ लाइव लोकेशन पे शूट करेंगे. So because of that negotiation, we got a lot of cooperation and things like Gateway of India. We had police permission, but it's a different kind of live location. But so what we did was we shot in the morning where the tourists are less, and the actors really cooperated. I mean, they had to change in cars and vans. and we had to do everything because the light time is very short in Monty. We had to do a song in like 10 minutes and then rush to the next beach. So that's where complete cooperation from our actors came in, and the production people also helped a lot. So combination, preparation for that.
I'm sure that this is a family film and the family audience का तो मतलब एक अलग ही सेक्शन है जो आती है, फिल्म देखती है, पसंद करती है. बट डेफिनेटली बच्चे जो है वो तो ऑफ कोर्स रिलेट करते हैं, बट टॉकिंग अबाउट अ पेरेंट्स आल्सो, दे आल्सो गो बैक टू देयर चाइल्डहुड. जब ऐसी सारी चीजें आती है वो नॉस्टैल्जिया वाली फीलिंग डेफिनेटली रहती है. एंड जैसे स्पोर्ट्स की बात हो रही है, किसी का फुटबॉल होता है, किसी का क्रिकेट. सो आई पर्सनली वांट टू नो कि आप सबका फेवरेट स्पोर्ट्स कौन सा है एंड क्या आप कभी भी लाइफ में अंडरडॉग रहे हैं?
My favorite sport, like, I mean, it can be anything. I mean, like, I like these 3-4 sports, and I keep following it also all the time, which is tennis and cricket and badminton and football. And as far as being an underdog is concerned, I think we will all remain underdogs in our lives, all our life actually, depending on what your ambition is and what you want to achieve in life. So underdog तो कोई भी रहेगा हमेशा. It just depends on that personality. अगर कल को जो है कोई सन्यासी बनना चाहेगा तो वो underdog नहीं रहेगा फिर किसी भी लेवल. फिर वो already achieve कर चुका है. But as a human being, I think they will always remain an underdog.
Rajeshwari, would you like to add?
Sports का ऐसा है कि it has played the most important part in my life. Before I really took sports seriously, I was a very average child. I would, till one day it so happened that my father enrolled me for athletics at Khalsa College for children. और वहाँ पर summer camp होता था and we were trained to be athletes. That just changed the course of my life because you learn so much. You learn discipline, you learn sportsmanship. There's a complete attitude, like Prashant has mentioned earlier too, that a sportsman is always a sportsman. And you learn to live life in a very different way. So before that, I always thought, पता नहीं मुझसे life में कुछ होगा या नहीं होगा, but उसके बाद attitude ही change हो जाता है आपका, You always feel that there's nothing that you can't do. You just have to be after it and get after it and give it your all. So yes.
And what's that animal factor? मैंने trailer में देखा, that's pretty unique. The animal factor, Manish, where सूरज हमेशा लोगों को मतलब कोई एक animal के इसलिए देखते हैं, वो क्या है?
It's a character within Suraj where because of his traumatic childhood, he sees animals when he's fearful. So different animals, something that suits perhaps his fear, and he projects that on these people. But कहानी का film का नाम भी चिड़ियाखाना है, तो इसमें he is also trying to what animal is he, so that there's a progression there in that. But that's how these faces appear to him.
Rithvik, Avneet is not here. अवनीत के बारे में कुछ बताइए, बिकॉज अवनीत की पर्सनालिटी बहुत डिफरेंट है और फिल्म में बहुत ही एक अलग लेवल की पर्सनालिटी बताई गई है. यू एंड अवनीत, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ अ बॉन्ड डू यू शेयर?
वो बहुत ही कमाल की एक्टर हैं, डांसर हैं, परफॉर्मर हैं. एंड अगर आपको डिफरेंस दिख रहा है उनकी रियल लाइफ और उनकी परफॉर्मेंस में, तो दैट जस्ट गोज टू शो कि वो काफी अच्छी एक्ट्रेस है. सो आई मीन, एंड आप फिल्म भी देखेंगे, यू विल फॉल इन लव विद द कैरेक्टर. वो बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट सपोर्ट सिस्टम है फिल्म में, स्पेशली फॉर सूरज. मिली का कैरेक्टर उन्होंने निभाया और बहुत ही अच्छे से निभाया है उन्होंने. जो मराठी एक्सेंट पकड़ा है, उनकी जो परफॉर्मेंस है, इट इज वेरी एंड्यूरिंग. हाँ, आपको देखने में बहुत मजा आएगा.
एंड आप सबकी बॉन्डिंग में देखते हो, दैट्स वेरी नाइस. कैन यू रिकॉल एनी इंसिडेंट about the film, wherever about the journey, which you will always take with you?
The kind of scenes that I have in the film, whether it is with Rithvik or whether it was Raj, or whether actually all my scenes, I remember it so clearly. It is only because of the fact that it has been shot so organically, and it has been shot with people whom I genuinely like. So it for me, every scene is memorable, even if it is a small little sequence with Raj, or a lot of football that I've done with Rithvik and the other kids, or some sequence with Nandev, or that rain sequence where I bring out Rithvik from there's this underwater sequence in the film, where Manish had organized this entire rain, and it was like a huge setup over there, so all a lot of these scenes are very memorable, so I don't want to tell you about all the scenes, because I would rather go and watch the movie, and then you'll understand why I'm saying that it's all memorable stuff. It's not just playing football or kicking the ball around. You know, it is about something else. This film is not just about some, matches being played, or it is a lot of things. It is about new people settling down in a new, different place. It's about addressing bullying. It's about understanding relationships. It's about giving a new music director a great chance to show his forte, which I think Vivek Rajagopalan, who's the music director of a film, he's done a fabulous job. Some really great music stuff we have in the film. So overall, what I'm trying to say is that, Astha, कि अभी सबको बोलो यार चुपचाप जाके पिक्चर देख लो, क्या हम लोगों से इतना बुलवा रहे हो, क्यों ऐसा करवा रहे हो, इतनी धूप, अभी धूप भी आ रहा है मेरे चेहरे पे, काला हो जाऊंगा और मैं, तो इसलिए जो है बस आराम से जाओ पिक्चर देखो यार.
Okay, done. That's okay. I'm looking forward to watch this film. And awesome TV की awesome audience जल्दी से जाके ये फिल्म देख लीजिए, because आप सबको भी उतना ही मजा आएगा जितना मुझे मजा आया इंटरव्यू लेने के लिए. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Prashant Narayan and you're watching Awesome TV.
Hi, this is Rajeshwari Sachdeva and you're watching Awesome TV.
Hi, this is Rithvik Sahore and you're watching me on Awesome TV.
Okay, this is Manish Tiwari and you're watching all of us from Chidiakhana on Awesome TV. Thank you for having us.